Hey guys, Azamous here, and I'm making this video to give you a bit of insight as to why I quit retail and why you should too. If Blizzard implementing an in-game store wasn't bad enough, they didn't just keep it to cosmetics, they added a max level boost to the store, making all of the expansions previous totally obsolete apart from running the raids for transmogrification items. The lore has been good and is really what has kept the player base so far, obviously, and people are stuck in the loop of buying whatever expansions Blizzard releases and throws at them, but even with Ghostcrawler off of the dev team, they still can't seem to fix the game's wounds. The game started to go downhill with Cataclysm. Some would argue Wrath of the Lich King because of heirlooms and other factors, and I would agree, except Cataclysm is where PvP started to tumble. 2v2 became a shitty bracket and looking for raid was implemented, leaving no mystery for raids for the players as you can just run up and play it in the tutorial mode. I myself stuck around in and out of the game, mainly losing interest after Cataclysm. It just didn't feel the same, the leveling was too easy, everything was starting to feel like a total joke, and it was only appealing to people with minimal brain capacity. And this was before Draenor was even released. Imagine this. You go from sitting alone in your garrison, watching the NPCs walk by doing random scripted shit, to leveling a character that has some meaning and keeps you enticed in the game with actual motive, challenge and a goal to complete the content rather than to skip it. You go from spending £10 a month to paying nothing at all and getting more satisfaction from the game itself, and with harder content you probably never experienced because Blizzard has always refused to release previous content servers. I honestly can't picture myself wasting time and money on a game that's been refurbished and recycled in such a way that it's no longer comparable to its older build in terms of fun, skill and content. Blizzard went down when it merged with Activision, and speaking of which, where's Warcraft 4? Vanilla patch 1.12.1 is in my opinion the best version and build of World of Warcraft to ever exist, with the first expansion, the Burning Crusade, coming in second. The reason for it being the best is not because the game is more enticing and immersive, but because of the social impact and differences between this version and the latest versions. If you ask any veteran player about their favourite World of Warcraft experience, it will be involved with other players, friends they have made in-game or even real-life friends. But in the game to date, the social immersion is practically diminished as you're stuck in a box as Blizzard force feeds you everything. I literally get lost in this game in a good way. It doesn't matter how old this game gets because this version is the golden age of World of Warcraft. And emulation has managed to trap that amazing time in an infinite loop rather than a temporary, progressive one, where we're blindly led by ever-changing development teams powered by financial structures and greed throughout the gaming industry. Seeing how the game is laid out, the mechanics and the potential for it and the many ways Blizzard could have took it is actually astounding. It's only when you play this version that you realise just how amazing it is and how beautiful it is to play on a version where Blizzard hasn't sold out. If this hasn't convinced you, I don't know what will. But I highly recommend the next thing you do is cancel your subscription, and if you haven't already, download the Golden Age.